Well, I told everybody when we were at the boat show this last weekend that we were going to get together with Scott Fletcher of Fletcher Custom Rods. We had a couple of the rods on display that Chad and I use, and a lot of people fell in love with the rods, and we're over here now kind of negotiating, you know, a stripped down model and then a model like ours, which I will get into on the Friday Fishing Forecast. I'm going to talk about our rods and the gear that we use, because we get that question a lot. What gear do we use? So we're talking to Scott now. Scott's setting up some rods. We've picked our conventional rods of what we're gonna do. So I'm pretty excited about it because we love the rods that he built for us, our spinning rods. He builds a beautiful rod. I've been looking for a partnership where Scott is able to, this is his establishment here. He's got a garage in the back of his house, so he builds rods straight out of here. Chad, what do you think?
I think I need one of each.
And that's the man himself right there, Scott.
How you doing?
And so hopefully we've talked about what we need to do, where we need to be, and hopefully we'll have them available soon on the website, because we have been getting asked a lot of questions about that. And so we try to find the best gear at the best pricing possible, and that's why with Scott, his pricing is incredible for a custom-made rod. It's crazy. So we're looking forward to working with him. We've got some other things that we're working on right now. I want to say thank you to everybody that's bought the dolphin pingers. It's been crazy. Crazy is not the word for it, but anyway.
Unlimited colors, designs, you can do it all.
There you go. You heard it from the man. Unlimited colors, designs. He does different types of wraps. It's really a cool thing. I wish I was good at it, but I don't have the patience to do it. You have to have patience to do this, do you not?
You do.
Yeah.
You do. At times you do.
Yeah. So we're excited about the partnership, and we've got a lot of big things coming down the pipe, and I'm really excited about it. So let's go ahead and get into the Friday Fishing Forecast. And I am going to drop the boat tomorrow, so I'm going to get a little bit of fishing in to see what the bite's like. Well, it's another Friday, and we're coming into the weekend, and I'm seeing mixed weather reports. Some I'm seeing that there's a slight chance of rain, and then some I'm seeing like there's 70% chance of rain on Sunday. So I'm not quite sure about the weather, but what I'm doing right now is I put the boat in the water, and I am actually going to a spot that I've marked, but I've never fished it. It's a ledge, and I'm farther up, way up in the bay, actually. And I wanted to give it a shot to see if I could catch anything on it. Now the water temperature is down to 81 degrees, so that should really get these grouper really fired up. And so I'm pretty excited about this weekend. We didn't get a chance to fish last weekend because of the boat show, which again, thank you for everybody coming out to that. It's really cool to see, you know, old friends and meet new friends, and it's been awesome. We've already been in contact with the boat show winner. He's super excited to go out with us. So we've got a couple of guys ahead of him that we need to take out, and then we're gonna get at it. So let me go ahead and get set up on this spot, and then I'll explain why I picked this spot. Now remember how I mentioned you want to be on the shallow side when you're looking for ledges in the main shipping channel. I'm in the main shipping channel right now, and I'm going by the marks that I had. I went out deep and you can't see anything. You can't even see the ledge, but when you get shallow like this, you can see the ledge as you see on the screen right here. So if you're looking for ledges on the channel, I would be up in the shallower end, which means 22 feet of water where I'm at right now, and then going along with the shipping channel to see what you can find. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and get set up on these marks, because I did see slight little you could see the ledges when you go down it, but barely. When you go down directly down it, you can barely see the ledge, but when you go across it like evenly, you definitely can see the ledge. Well folks, I'm gonna say this, first bait down, got hammered. So I just found a new spot. And that's what I try to do every time I go out on the water. I always try to find 2 to 3 new spots. And the reason why I do that is just because to just have more and more areas to go to. This time I traveled a little farther north than what I typically do. Well, a lot farther north. And they're hitting it as soon as it gets to the bottom. But I traveled a little bit farther north in the bay just to see what I could find. And like I said, I marked this spot a couple of weeks ago on a Friday fishing forecast, but I didn't bring any rods or anything, so I wanted to come back out here and see if this spot had fish on it, and it sure does. I mean, it's as soon as I'm getting to the bottom, they're on it. Well, folks, it's got extremely windy, and so I'm going to run in and I'm going to do the Friday fishing report where it's calmer. I found some good spots, caught some fish, not a ton, but I jumped around a lot. I wanted to find some new areas, and I found some pretty good ledges and things like that, so I'm pretty happy with, I got probably 4 new spots, so I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely they had fish on them, so I caught flounder, missed a bunch of fish. I think they were just half like mouthing it. So anyway, I got to get back to the office, but I'm gonna do the Friday fishing forecast from the office, so stay tuned for that. All right, what I want to do is I want to talk about our gear, some of the gear that Chad and I use, and we get a lot of questions about that, and I just wanted to kind of show you, as you saw earlier in this video, we were talking with Scott Fletcher of Fletcher Custom Rods, and he built us these 2 rods. You can see Chad is blue, kind of matches a little bit of his reel. He's got some blue on it, and then mine is black and gold, which matches my reel. And Scott Fletcher builds a beautiful rod. I'm really excited to be part of a team with him, and we're going to have a couple of different options. We're going to have this option, which is a higher end custom rod, which is going to be about $250, and then we're working on a stripped down version that will come out to about $180. But it's gonna be the same blank and everything except for a different reel seat, and then it won't have the marbling on it, but it will have our logo. And so it'll be a stripped down model, but he builds a beautiful rod, lightweight but strong, really good backbone to it. So on this outfit, what I've got is I've got a Qualia NLF 50 rod. I've got 8-pound braided line on it, and I know people think I'm crazy for using 8-pound when we're catching snapper and grouper, but really this is over 20 pounds of breaking strength. So we break our leader a lot more than we ever break our braid, I can tell you that right now. And then I've got a 20-pound leader attached to that, and I'm using an improved Albright knot. And then I have, right now I've got a 3/4 ounce swing jig or Stewie jig on this one. And so that's typically our gear that we use. This is, and I'll get into the conventional later because Scott's building us a couple of conventional rods. So all right, that's enough about the gear. Let's go ahead and get into the Friday fishing forecast and talk about the tides and salooners. On Saturday, we have a high tide at 5:55 a.m. at a 2.38 foot. And then we have a low tide at 3:17 p.m. at a 0.49 foot. And then on Sunday, we have a high tide at 8:03 a.m. at a 2.32 foot. And then a low tide at 4:19 p.m. at a 0.42 foot. As you can see, those tides are really a slow outgoing tide for most of the day. So when you get into the major and minors, I think that's going to be the peak feeding times. And I think this weekend could be a pretty good bite. The water temperature, as I discussed before, is down to 81. So I think the fish should really go off this weekend. I know the redfish and snook have been awesome. I know grouper and snapper have been really good, so I'm anxious to get out there. Now let's go ahead and talk about the salooners. On Saturday, we have a major feeding time from 6:54 to 8:54 a.m. and then a minor feeding time from 2:31 p.m. to 3:31 p.m. And on Sunday, we have a major from 7:49 a.m. to 9:49 a.m. and a minor from 3:20 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. All right, that wraps up the Friday fishing forecast. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions about the gear that we use, and we'll get into that more as we're on the water and show it in action, so you kind of get a feel for what it can do. And again, thank you for all the support. The boat show last weekend was awesome. I really look forward to doing those shows, because it just to meet all the new people and things like that, it's been awesome. So again, thank you so much. We can't thank you enough. And if you have any questions, you know how to get in touch with us through our website at tampabayfishingchannel.com. If you're looking for jigs, braided line, fluorocarbon, hooks, egg sinkers, anything like that, we've got it all online right there. I'm going to put up the quality reel up on the website also, so if you're interested in that, it's a workhorse of a reel, and I'm really enjoying using that. So if you have any questions or any suggestions, I've got some really good suggestions from the boat show this last weekend, so I'm going to work on those. And so if you need to get in touch with us, hit us up through our social media pages, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions as fast as we can. If I don't get back to you, please resend the email, because I get tons and tons of emails, so I try to get back to everybody. Again, thank you very much. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.